It's easy to pull fun, engaging, and unique pranks and have you and the person being pranked laugh afterwards. So how do you do it? Well, first, you think of who you want to prank and what does this person absolutely love and what does this person absolutely hate. And then after that, you start out with telling a story of something that's believable, and then you make it weirder and weirder and weirder because they buy in when it's believable. So an example is my boyfriend. He hates Peeps. It's these, I happen to like them. It's these little marshmallow chicks. So anyway, he doesn't like them at all. So he's a magician, and I called another Denver magician and I said, could you tell Greg that you have a gig that you can't do for Peeps? And he's like, sure. And I gave him like different things that he should tell him. Like, for example, that they're going to use Peeps decks of cards. And then the guests get to keep them afterwards. And they're going to do little sponge balls with Peeps. That's where you make them appear and disappear. So they're like specially made Peeps sponge balls. And then he's going to actually enter on stage. And he's going to be hidden inside a marshmallow Peeps. And then when he pops out, they're going to hose him off. He wound up actually saying he was going to be on stage with a Peeps mascot. But anyway, he bought into all that. And I also said, oh, tell him it's going to be $10,000, which is more than magicians would normally make for this gig. A lot more. And so anyway, he bought into it. And I told the magician that if he still believes it, give him this 800 number and tell him to ask for Valerie. Well, Valerie actually is me, and that was my 800 number, but I accidentally gave him, the magician, the wrong 800 number. So Greg called, and it's one of those, if you misdial, you've won something. So they're just like, congratulations, see if you qualify for a free medical bracelet. And so Greg says, how can we help? And like, Peeps? He's like, yes, you do qualify for a free medical bracelet. And he's like, Valerie? He's like, yes, congratulations. He's like, oh, I better try again. That didn't work. And he tried it again. He's like, Valerie, like, congratulations, you do qualify for a free medical bracelet. And so it turned out I additionally pranked him, didn't even mean to. And when we talked, like, we both laughed so hard we could barely talk at all. So another one is think about what a person absolutely loves. So this also happened to be April 1st. So I was walking down the street and I saw this lady. She just was finishing doing yoga on her porch. I said, oh, do you like yoga? She's like, yeah. I go, are you going to the yoga festival tomorrow? She's like, what yoga festival? I go, oh, the one in City Park, which is just very close to where we were. She's like, oh, I haven't heard of it, which of course she hadn't because I made it up. So I said, oh, it's going to be so cool because I'm starting realistic. And then I get weirder and weirder. They said they're going to have rabbit yoga. There's actually a thing with goat yoga where they put goat food on your back and the baby goats walk on your back when you're doing yoga. So I just did a little variation. I said, yeah, it's going to be rabbits, and they put rabbit food on your back so the rabbits hop all over your back. She's like, really? I'm like, yeah. And then what's also really cool is while you're doing yoga, they're going to have like elephants like put their foot on you, not step on you, of course, but put their foot on you. She's like, really? I'm like, yeah, I'm super excited. She's like, what time? I'm like, oh, tomorrow, 2 to 5. And you should never leave a person without telling them you pranked them. So I go, oh, what is today? She's like, I don't know, the 1st of April. I'm like, yeah. She's like, you pranked me? I'm like, yeah. And she had a great laugh, and everyone was around had a great laugh. It's just a great thing to do, and you can do it. Just think about what they love, make a story, or what they hate, make a story about it, make it weirder and weirder, and then tell them you pranked them. So go for it, do it. You can do it. Prank your coworkers, prank your family members, your classmates, anyone who's around, a total stranger, and just have fun. And actually feel free to put any of your thoughts or what you did in the chat. I'll talk to you soon.